Today I will teach you a beautiful technique, a textured one, that you can repeat on furniture or walls. It's very trendy because you can blend it with golden streaks or colors of your choice. Follow all the steps. I have chosen to use this technique by also using a stencil. Mine is very large. This is a stencil we also use on walls. However, you can choose to do it with or without a stencil or use even smaller stencils. It's very important to use a solid filler like Materic cream. I start by spreading it over the entire surface with the spatula. Here we go. I help myself with a kitchen spatula because it is one of the easiest ones to handle. And with my spatula called Cenerentola, I go over the entire surface to create the stencil. Let's see how it turned out. Incredibly beautiful and very precise. Now I'll let this part dry and lay the stencil again to continue over the entire panel. With the base and stencil dry, I can apply the first coat of color. I chose dark sand, a modern grey sand color, very beautiful. For the application, I use my new microfiber roller, specifically designed to be very covering with Magic Paint. If you've used it before, simply use a piece of masking tape. This way, you'll have the bristles nice and soft again, just perfect for painting. I dip it and start. Look at the wonderful coverage with just one coat. In fact, with the roller and dark sand on this surface, I'll only do one coat of color. The first layer starts with the darker color because we're underneath, so we need more shadows. I use the London Fumé, which is a beautiful smoke grey. I put some of it in this cup. Now I mix it well with the brush and apply it. I will spray some water for the watercolor effect and you'll see the result. Now I take a nice long piece of paper, the one we also use in the kitchen. I fold it and gently lay it on the surface, like this. I can also help myself with a brush to dry better. Remove the excess and voila. I can also help myself with a brush to dry better. Remove the excess and voila. The second step is very fun. I've chosen two colors, royal green and brocante, which are two very unique greens. Royal green is a mossy green, while brocante is the classic French color, a very distinctive turquoise. I apply the royal green where I previously put the London Fumé. I don't mind if it darkens slightly, that's fine, and I put the brocante in a new bowl. Just a little. A brush load of color is more than enough, about a tablespoon. I remove the colors and add a lot of water now. This is because I'm doing a very nice technique, splattering, letting the drops of color run around, so they need to slide where I want them. You simply and gently let the color fall around like this, in a very, very uneven and random way. And we start making it run. I remove some excess drops, always using paper. Second color, in contrast. Like before, look at the beautiful shade we created with brocante. Now the last step, the lighter color and lights. We add a drop of clear sand, a spoonful, and we add a lot of water. We do the same process with the lighter color too. Now, I am lucky enough to have a fantastic sander, so I do this step with the sander. If you don't have one, no problem, you can use an abrasive sponge, which you can find on the website www.elisahome.com, or from Magic Paint retailers, or simply at a hardware store and do it by hand. Now watch the magic as I remove the dust with a cloth. You're probably thinking that this beautiful decorated panel is meant to be hung on a wall. No, this panel is actually for the floor in the entrance of a physiotherapy studio, so it will have a nice flow and withstand foot traffic. How do I protect it? With 2 coats of satin finish protective paint Magic Paint, you know that high-quality products will last for years and offer guarantees. Don't just think that by going to your trusted paint shop you'll always find the best, because it's not like that. We study to give you the best in colors and durability over time. Now, I'll use the same roller as before, the Super Satin Protective Paint, and I apply it over the surface. My panel now needs to dry properly because I've applied 2 coats of protective paint, and tomorrow it will be ready to be placed on the floor. It's nice to customize a studio, a shop, but also a bedroom, a living room, using these custom techniques. To put up wallpaper is nice and easy, but customize by hand is wonderful. It's unique. Please, if you want to see complete tutorials to learn many things like these, but also easier or more difficult, go to my YouTube channel Elisa Magic Paint. Furthermore, if you want to purchase Magic Paint products, which are the best for restyling throughout Italy, go to the website www.magicpaints.it. There you'll find all the retailers near your home. Because we are not in all paint shops, we are not in all DIY stores, we carefully choose people who can advise you well on what you need to achieve. Otherwise, if you don't want to go to a retailer because it's simply a bit too far, visit the only Italian site that sells Magic Paint, www.elisiahome.com. Please note, we are not on Amazon. Goodbye.